ready? I'm ready, man. Hit it with the spin. Here we go.
Level Up 2024. Are y'all ready? I know I am. February 24th is all going down. Level Up Conference 2024. Listen, as we flow in tonight's podcast, what are we going to be talking about? Well, we're going to be talking about leveling up. And what does that actually mean to level up? When we look at the definition of the word level, it means a horizontal plane or a line with respect to the distance above or below a given point. It also means having a flat or even surface without slopes or bumps. It means at the same height as someone or something else. It means to have a smooth surface with no bends. Listen, as we prepare for the Level Up 2024 business conference, I want you to prepare your mind. What is the next level for you in your professional life, your business life, your personal life? What is your next level? Again, level means a horizontal plane or a line with respect to the distance above or below. We are all on a journey in our life and we're going somewhere. We always must be in pursuit of somewhere and something, right? And sometimes we feel that on our journey to shifting in our life, we know this podcast show is called The Shift. And as we're shifting in life, sometimes we're hit with some bumps in the road. We're hit with some slopes. And sometimes we are like, where am I going and how I'm going to get there with all of these bumps in the road? Well, we speak life over every business owner. We speak life over every change agent in the community, every family, every person that's going to be represented and attending the business conference on February 24th. So this podcast is dedicated to the business conference and really breaking down what does level up mean, right? So when we talk about level, again, it means to have a smooth surface without bends. You're about to walk into a season of your life that you're going to be able to produce at another level. The season to live in a state of just being mediocre is dead, is done, is no more. We're about to level up to another capacity level in our life. And it starts first with the mindset, right? We have to increase our level of thinking. We have to increase our level of thinking because when we increase our level of thinking, everything else is going to shift around us. We can't level up if our mindset is still the same. We can't level up if our mindset is still in 2023. Level up sounds catchy. It sounds cool, but I don't want the conference, and nor does any of the partners that's collaborating with this event. It's not just a time of motivation and inspiration. This is a time where when we conclude that conference, we will have specific instructions on how we are to level up in our professional life, in our personal life, and in our business life. So if this is something that you want to do, I encourage you to be in the place on Saturday, February 24th. When we look at the word up, it means toward a higher place or position. It means a higher level of intensity, a higher level of volume, and a higher level of activity. I need you to think about right now, what type of intensity do you have as you're building your business? As you're building that civic organization, what type of activities is in alignment to produce what you need to do? What does your daily activities look like? Do you have a schedule for yourself? You know, it's many leaders that reference how your habits will really show what your results are at the end of any week, at the end of any month, at the end of any quarter, at the end of any year. What does your habits show or tell on you? Tell on me, tell on my business, tell on your business. Because our habits is connected to our intensity level. Sometimes I know life happens. Life gets in the way, challenges come, and our intensity levels sometimes decrease. And so what do we do when we're in a transitional season of our life and our intensity level is not at the maximum level of what it could be? Well, I always say you have to feed your mind and you have to make sure you center yourself around situations that can help you get back, not to where you need to be, but get to where you are going, right? When we look at the word up, it also means from a lower to a higher point. In other words, you're in an upward direction. You're upward. You're going somewhere, right? You are directed or moving toward a higher place or position. And when we talk about position, I'm not just talking about title, because titles don't mean anything if we don't have the habits to match, if we don't have the activity to match, if we don't have the intensity to match. Titles is just a title. A title can be like a book sitting on the shelf that never been cracked open and there's nothing but dust settling on it. Right? Your habits really equate to the results you're going to see in your professional life, your personal life, and in your business life, right? So when we look at the word up, again, it's directed to something, a higher place or position. The word up also means is at an end. Sometimes when we're leveling up, we have to be at a conclusion point in our life, in a particular area of our life, right? So sometimes when we're leveling up, something has to be put to an end so we can have a new beginning. So I need you to think about, what are some areas of your life that need some closure? Sometimes we can't level up because we didn't have closure in a particular area. When we look at the word up, it means a period of good fortune or a positive mood, right? What is your mindset? When we talk about positive mood, it connects back to our mindset. Again, wherever our mindset is, that's going to dictate the flow of the day, the flow of how you operate your business, the flow of your interactions with people, right? We're not an island unto ourselves. So if we're talking about leveling up, that also signifies to me there's a body of people that's attached to you and you to them. So how are our interactions? If we're saying we're leveling up, we shouldn't be leveling up by ourselves. Someone should be connected to us that's also leveling up with us, right? When we look at the word up, it means a cause to be increased. Something is being increased. There was a quote with this definition, and it said, capacity will be upped by 70% next year. So when we talk about leveling up, it talks about your capacity will be enlarged. Your capacity will be increased, right? And so when your capacity is enlarged or increased, that means you're moving to a higher position or a higher level. The definition also means from beneath the ground or water to the surface. I thought this was interesting. When I looked up the word or the definition of the word up, one of the definitions said from beneath the ground or water to the surface. Sometimes we feel in our professional, personal, and business life, we've been beneath the ground. But while we've been beneath the ground, we've been maturing, we've been growing, seeds have been planted. And guess what? Sometimes it's going to come to a place in your life that you're going to rise to the surface because you've been building while you've been underground. And there's going to be a spring of well of water that's going to come up out of you. And people are like, where did he come from? Where did she come from? Where did they come from? Where did this business burst from? I mean, oh my gosh, it just seemed like it's overnight, but it wasn't overnight. No, it wasn't overnight. You've been building beneath the ground for years. And when it's your season and when it's your time to level up and go to the next destination in your life, nothing and no one can stop you. There were some quotes that I saw, and it said, level up your life one step at a time. Another quote says, elevating myself to new heights every day, embracing the journey of leveling up, and watch your success soar. Another quote says, stepping into my power and reaching new levels of success. When you step your game up, your life will level up. You bring out the best in people when you trust them with a higher version of yourself, with a higher version of themselves. Never give up, never surrender, and rise against the odds that are stacked against you. We rise to challenges. We will meet them because challenges are going to come, but we will also be prepared for them. Why? Because while we've been building beneath the ground, we've been beneath the ground, and that was our season of preparation. We'll get through them and we'll emerge on the other side stronger. The new season. When we usher into a new season, or as we flow into the new season, we have to throw lower levels of thinking out the door. We have to throw the mindset of just barely making it, in a mediocre mindset has to go out the window. It does not serve you in this new season. It's time to do a review of the assets and the liabilities in your life. What is an asset? An asset is a useful or valuable thing or person or quality. It also talks about, when I looked up the definition of an asset, it said a property owned by a person or a company regarded as having value, right? And then when I looked up another definition, I thought it was interesting. It talked about the military. It says asset can be a military equipment such as a plane, a ship, communications, or radar installations. And it said an asset is a resource with economic value that an individual or a corporation or a country owns or controls with the expectation that it will provide a future benefit. It went on to say assets are reported on a company's balance sheet. They are bought or created to increase a firm's value or benefit the firm's operation. When we look at the word asset, that is a powerful word. It's a small word, but powerful. It is a useful or valuable thing. What are the assets in your life? What are the assets? And again, they blew me when I saw it talked about military equipment. When we know in the military, they have to prepare for war. They have to prepare for a battle, right? So they have to have the proper equipment. This new season that you're leveling up into, do you have the proper equipment? And again, this is what Saturday, February 24th is going to be about. We're going to be providing with the many diverse speakers that's going to be there with the tools and the equipment that we're going to arm you with so you can level up to the next place in your life. The 24th of February is not just a hype session. We're going to walk away with the tools necessary and the ingredients necessary. The formula will be cracked on that day, and it will be shared with all participants on how we can level up to the next place in our life. Then when we look at liability, what is a liability? A liability is something a person or company owes, right? It usually is a sum of money. It says liabilities are settled over time through the transfer of economic benefits, including money, goods, or services. Sometimes we got to look at what liabilities do we have in our life. And this is in every area of our life. So when we look at the term assets and liabilities, don't only just think about money or a particular tangible product or item, right? What is adding to your life and what is detracting from your life? And the question we all have to ask is, do we have more liabilities than assets? Do we? We all got to ask ourselves that question. Do we all have more liabilities than assets? Right? And if you're in a season of your life, you're trying to figure it out, we want to see you on Saturday, February 24th. It's time to progress forward. There's another quote that says, progress means getting nearer to the place you want to be. There's another quote that says the greater part of progress is the desire to progress forward, right? Progress lies not in enhancing what is, but in advancing towards what will be. It is a shift in our mindset first, because only when we shift the mindset first, then will everything else around us change for the better. Listen, repost and all this great stuff, but you don't have your ticket yet. I'm encouraging you to reserve your ticket today for the Level Up Business Conference. It's all going down Saturday, February 24th. Doors open up at 10 a.m. with continental breakfast, thanks to our sponsor with PNC Bank, and workshops begin at 11 a.m. You can go to Eventbrite. The Eventbrite link is levelup24.eventbrite.com, and you got to do the / so you can get to the right page. Again, it's levelup24.eventbrite.com / You do not want to miss it. Again, this is not just going to be a day of hype, but this is going to be a day where you're going to get tools necessary so you can effectively move out into the next level of your life, effectively move out into your personal, professional, and entrepreneurial life with the tools needed to go to the next level. We're not going to just be saying we leveling up and then there's no fruit. Right? If we're saying we want to level up, I want to make sure everybody comes at 10 a.m. Listen, something special is going to happen at the kickoff. You do not want to miss the pep rally because it all kicks off at 10 a.m. Yes, the workshop started at 11, but you don't want to miss what's going down at the pep rally at 10 a.m. It's all going down. Listen, I want just know that the best is yet to come for you. Know that whatever you may have been facing last year, challenges you may be facing now, you can conquer those things. You can rise to the occasion, and you can come out better for it because you're also understanding your life is attached to someone else, right? So when you level up, you're going to bring somebody else with you. And who are you bringing with you on Saturday, February 24th? Don't come alone. Don't come alone. Bring somebody with you. Pay it forward to somebody else that may not even know how to level up in their life. And you know somebody in your family, your community, your business network that is saying, I'm trying to get to another level, but I